Hey guys, what's up? I'm exhausted. I am so tired. I woke up so tired today. Um, I just drew a blank. Anyway, so it was kind of my own fault a little bit, um, but not completely. I had a lot to do yesterday, and I didn't get a video out yesterday, and I was really pissed at myself because not at myself, but I was just pissed in general because I had to go to town. I had to what did I have to do yesterday? I had to get dog food and flea collars, and I got stopped by a cop, and it was just like it was a long freaking day. I'm okay, like I didn't break any laws or anything. It's just my brake light. I was driving my friend's car because mine's in the shop, and one of the brake lights is out. So I got to remember to tell them about that. Or I might be able to just take it down to the shop or something and get it fixed myself because they're being nice enough to let me drive the car. It needs an oil change too, so I don't know. Anyway, I think that alarm clocks are everything wrong with society, and I'm gonna give you my 2 cents, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. Right? We invented something that is so freaking annoying that we have invented something that wakes you up by making an annoying noise because how dare you be lazy? Like, how dare you get enough sleep? You know what I mean? It's like, what does it matter if you sleep in? Like, how much work is there actually to do anywhere? Like, you might work for a company or whatever that's like, that is struggling or that is really competitive, or you're in a market that's really competitive or whatever, and they need all hands on deck all the time, blah blah blah. Right, yeah, sure, like, yeah, that company needs a lot of work done in order to stay afloat. But like, as far as like the whole society goes, though, like the big picture, how much work do we actually need to be doing as a society? Because like, we doubled the workforce in the world wars, right? The women started going to work because all the men got sent over to the war and everything. um it used to be that the women would I mean, I understand that this is getting into like gender roles and stuff, which I don't agree with, um but uh it used to be that the women stayed home with the kids, and now both parents have to work in order to pay the bills because the price of everything has gone up. Because, and not just because of inflation, but because society, the structure of society has shifted. It went from us being like, okay, well, somebody should probably stay home and raise the kids, to, well, we just both need to work now because otherwise we'll be lazy, you know. And women are always saying like raising kids is the hardest job ever. No, it ain't, dude. No, it's not. Shut up. It is not the hardest job ever. I babysat my nephew, right, from about 6 months to about he was about 6 months old, I think, to about I don't remember exactly how old he was when I started babysitting him, but it was like he was pretty young, and I babysat him about 12 hours a day, pretty much every day that my brother worked, um, for like 2 years. And dude, it was not hard. I mean, there were parts of it that were hard. Like, especially when he was really young, he would be like just screaming at me for no reason. I mean, for he had a reason, but like it was like abusive, dude. I was like, dude, what? Chill out. Like, I'm gonna feed you. Give me 2 seconds, He'd just be screaming at me. So that was hard. But dude, I have worked harder jobs than that. Okay? Like, shut up. But I got on a rant. Okay, so we went from somebody staying home with the kids to like uh now we just ain't even having kids no more, and everybody's working their ass off all the time, sometimes two jobs just to be able to pay rent. and a lot of people are renting because the price of a house in the US right now on average is like $500,000. And to be real, that's probably before interest. So why is everybody working so much? And here's another thing. We could automate half of this shit now. Like, we have self-driving cars now, which means self-driving semis, 18-wheelers, self-driving forklifts, self-driving. We've had autopilot for forever. I don't know what we need pilots for. I mean, I do. I mean, I don't really because I'm not a pilot, but I get that. Like, sometimes you need to tweak what's going on so that you don't crash or something. Self-driving buses, like there there's so much stuff. People have been talking about this for a while now. Like, AI is going to take your job. It is. And I don't understand why it hasn't already, because AI can do really a lot and we have it. So why aren't we using it? And I think the reason is because you're not allowed to be lazy. Because how dare you be lazy? How dare you sit at home and do nothing and just collect money from the government? And people are always like, well, the argument against UBI is always either people are going to be lazy or the government's going to have control of your money. The government's already got control of your money, dude. Like, back in COVID, they did the truckers went on strike in Canada, and they just froze their bank accounts. They can already do that, dude. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We are already in a cyberpunk dystopia. You feel me? It's not lazy to want to get enough sleep. It's healthy. It's not lazy to not want to work 40 hours a week if you don't have to. And people are like, well, who's going to make all the stuff, right? If humans aren't doing it. The robots, man. Like, dude, we have had steam engines and machines making stuff since the Industrial Revolution. That's what the Industrial Revolution was. It was like we figured out that we could get a robot to do, or not a robot, because but a machine to make stuff, which made things faster. Somebody had to push the buttons and fix the machine when it broke, which was kids sometimes, which is disgusting. But I mean, imagine how much faster we're going to be able to make stuff when humans stop trying to make everything and we just let the robots do it. Just make a robot for it. And you can't tell me that we have what, 8 billion people on the planet or something, and nobody can invent a machine to do your job. Bro, I'm sure somebody could invent a machine to do your job. And if you think that UBI is going to be a big burden on the tax system or whatever, dude, the biggest burden I think on the tax system is corruption right now. It ain't. I mean, dude, like, have you, like, politicians are so notoriously corrupt in America. America is like basically becoming Haiti in slow motion, and we're all just watching it happen. Like, that was what happened to Haiti, was corruption. I mean, it's all just math, dude. It's like the budgeting is, I mean, it's a lot more money and it's a lot more to budget, but it's no different than like budgeting for a house. It's all just math. You know what I mean? And you might ask, like, where are we getting all this money from to give everybody enough money to live? The the corruption, man. Like, just stop being corrupt and we'd probably have enough money to do it. And the reason I think this, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, is because, dude, a lot of people are already kind of getting UBI. Like, the old people are getting money, the women with the kids are getting money, the disabled people are getting money, the people that don't make enough money are getting money. Not so much anymore, because now they want you to work 20 hours a week to get food stamps. And why? 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 Because because you're not allowed to be lazy. People need to quit being nosy and leave people alone. Quit worrying about whether or not other people are lazy. Just stop. So anyway, that's my hot take for today. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.